let's work a few translation problems now. So first we're going to translate and then we're going to simplify or solve where appropriate. So our first one says the total of something and something. So we have 18 and 5 times a number. So that's 5 and then times and then the number. So total means sum, so that's 18 plus and then 5 times the number. And we're going to let our x equal the number, and so I'm going to put that right up here at the top because we weren't told that, so we want to tell everybody exactly what our number is going to be. And then that equals 11 times the number. So that means 11x. Now, because we see that this is an equal sign here, we know that this is an equation, and because it's an equation, we know we're going to solve this problem. So we're going to solve it, and that means we're first of all going to get the variables terms together. So I'm going to add the opposite of 5 to both sides so I can get the x's together. And now that's going to give me 18 is equal to 11 minus 5, which is 6x. Then I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal of that numeric coefficient, which looks like division because it is. So 18 divided by 6, which is 3, and that's what my x value is equal to. Remember, there are two distinct answers to this problem, the translation problem and the simplification / solving problem. Okay, problem number 2 here, part B. The difference of something and something. So 5 and a number increased by 2. And a number increased by 2 is the complicated thing. So difference of means subtraction. Subtraction comes in the order that we see it when we see difference of. So 5 and a number increased by 2. Well, that actually means that I have to have parentheses around this whole complicated thing. So there's our translation. Now this translation is an expression. So this expression we need to simplify. So there's our expression translated, and then we're going to have to distribute this to simplify it. So what we have is we have 5 plus negative 1 times x, which is a negative x, plus negative 1 times 2, which is negative 2. And then we have from there, combining my like terms, so this one, which is unlike, so we have a negative x plus 5 plus a negative 2, which is a positive 3. And there's our simplified version, and there's our translated version. Moving on to part 3. We have the product of, so product of something and something, so it's 5 and then we see the sum of, so this is complicated, so it's the sum of this and this, here and here, so two parentheses, or two circles right on top of each other as parentheses, so we have 5 and then we have parentheses, sum means adding, and it's 2 and the number, and again we're let our x equal the number, and from there we are going to be able to finish this off, and that yields, that means it's an equal sign, and then the quotient of, and then we have the and there, so this and this, so that number and 4 is a quotient of, remember quotient means division, so it's the first one divided by the second one. And then we need to figure out if this is an equation or an expression. Equal sign means that this one is an equation. And once we know it's an equation, we can simplify it. So we're going to use the distributive property. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 5 times x, which is 5x, and that's equal to 1/4 x. Remember a numeric coefficient of the x here, that number in the bottom one. And then we're going to clear this. So we're going to multiply everything by our LCD, which is equal to 4. And that's going to give us 40. And then plus 4 times 5, which is going to give us 20.